Okay, Scorpio, this will be just the last week of April I am doing. So I'm going to do the maybe videos this week also, so look for those in a couple days. But let's just focus on the last week of April. So see what's going on for this last part of the month for Scorpio out there. Scorpios who will be watching this video, please. Where are Scorpios right now? Too many. That was just me being clumsy. That wasn't the special, awesome spirits throwing out a card for us. Okay, let's see. Scorpios, please. What is going on with Scorpios? Where are they right now for this last part of the week of April? Ooh, okay, nice. Lover's card came out. Okay, so let's see. Oh, well, we got 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck too. So some of you could be... Actually, I see it as, because a lot of times the 8 of Cups is about moving on or something like that. But this tends to be more like making things, this is kind of seems like something that's been kind of going around for a while. And it seems like things are sturdy, slowly getting put into place. And, but it's upsetting. It's taking some time. It's a little bit, like you just got to keep going forward, looking, holding this vision of what you are moving towards together. And you have the Strength card, you have the Empress card, and then you have a new beginning with this Ace of Pentacles. And then look at that Ace of Swords also. So that's kind of the energy that we're looking at right now for this particular last week of April. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's see. What else is going on for Scorpio right now? Where are they at right now? Emotionally, where are they at? Scorpio? Okay, cool. All right, so, you definitely are on board with this saying you have the Page of Wands. So it's like you're waiting for something, and it's this new beginning. And also, I tend to think of this card as being, pretty, pretty sexual in nature, so it's like you're looking, you're waiting for this connection. You're keeping your ear out, you're like, when is this happening? When is this going on? That sort of thing. So you're really anxious to start this new start. Yeah, absolutely. With the 3 of Pentacles under here too. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles also. So it's like, you're waiting, you're just, you seem a little anxious. That's all, that's what I see. But nothing, in a good way. You're waiting for messages, you're waiting to kind of, there's 3 in this, there's 3 birds. To me, birds are messengers, they kind of carry the message. So it's like there's 3, messages kind of that you're waiting on, or something about that. And no, I'm not talking about third party or anything like that. That's not what this is about. It's like there's one that's like really important to you, and you're just kind of like holding out, waiting to get this stuff kind of sorted out. That's what I see. So let's see. So since it is Lover's card, let's see what this now. Could be, actually, this could be job related, because sometimes the Lover's card does represent like a job that you really care about or love too. So let's see exactly what's coming towards Scorpio this last week of April. What's coming towards Scorpio this last week of April, please. Towards Scorpio this last week of April, please. Okay, some sort of offer here, definitely. Some movement. Let's see. All right. Why is the 4 of Cups here? 4 of Cups. And this 4 of Cups is a little bit different than the Rider-Waite deck. I'll show you the photo. Okay. So this is somebody who is, for some reason, at like a little bit of a standstill. So they're thinking, they're plotting, this is what's coming towards you, by the way. They're trying, for some of you too, it could be a Cancer, because we do have those elements in this particular picture. So that could be, yeah, they're really taking their time and trying to come up with some very wise conclusions. The Four of Cups in this is just a little bit different than, like I said, the Rider-Waite deck. So, but yeah, similar indications too. What else is coming towards Scorpio, please, for the last week of April? Okay. Ooh, hello, Two of Swords. It's like, really? That's a pretty Scorpio outfit I think she's wearing there. Okay, so let's see. What do we got with the Two of Swords? We have somebody who really doesn't know what to do. It's basically what's coming towards you, Scorpio. This person, and not in a bad way. It's like they want to take action. They're mentally. This is a little bit different again than Rider-Waite, which you guys might be used to. It's the one with the blindfold on, the swords crossed, and they kind of are blind to a decision they have to make. In this particular deck, I don't see it that way. I think she knows exactly what kind of decision she wants to make. She's a lot more powerful. There's no blindfold. And, she knows what's up, but she also knows the importance of making the right decision because there's this wolf lurking right in the background, and she knows the wolf is there though, that's good, so she's not blind to things. But it does indicate, making a very careful, choice. And then, we have this other person here that's trying to go inside and use their wisdom and trying to decide, what is the best mode here. So I'm not really sure what they're trying to choose about, if it's you, or committing to you, or if it's something else. So let's see if we can get a handle on that. What might this big pondering and decisions, and you're waiting on messages. So what's going on? Are you waiting on this person to come around? What is going on, Scorpio? What is with this person? What is it exactly that they are trying to figure out here for Scorpio, towards Scorpio? How does this involve Scorpio? Interesting. Okay, so with the Ten of Swords here, that tells me, that some of you could be dealing with somebody that is like debating, about being done with something. With this Judgment card here too. Ooh, well, then we got the Nine of Cups and the Sun. So actually, hold on one second. I don't want to scare you guys into thinking it's like this person's taken off, but hold on. What is the Ten of Swords here? What is this person done with? What is this person done with? Okay, starting to get the picture too. I think this person, is very exhausted of mentally, trying to force things. And, they just kind of hanging up, they're so, they don't know what else to do. It's like, it's more than a standstill. I don't really want to put it as lightly as a standstill. It's more than that. But, it's just that they're exhausted about something here. They're thinking about something. They want to put it to rest. Absolutely. They wanted, they fought and fought and fought for a victory. And they're just so exhausted from that fight that it's like, I don't know if they can come up with any more things. So that could be the deal here. But let's see. What exactly is this choice here, please? Coming towards Scorpio. What are they trying to decide about Scorpio? Or how does it involve Scorpio? Again, swords, mental energy. So this is someone who's trying to be very strategic. I think they want a new beginning with you, Scorpio. Yeah, there's a lot of cards here indicating such, but it's just kind of it's exhausting to them, really. And I don't feel that this is somebody who's going to give up on you, Scorpio, but I feel like they just kind of, they don't want to fight anymore. What's that song? Don't want to fight no more. God, who is that? I don't know. It's a really good song. It's like a fairly modern song, like within the past year or something. Don't want to fight no more. It keeps saying in the chorus. That like it's totally came to my head. But it's just they don't want to fight anymore. They want to let down their guard a little bit, and kind of they want to be strategic and smart and all of these things towards you, but they're a little bit exhausted about it at the same time. Okay, let me see if I can just get a little bit more on where you are going. What kind of challenges might Scorpio face this last week for Scorpio, please? What types of challenges might they be looking at? Okay. Wow, same thing. You guys, same thing. It's like you guys want this beginning, but it's like there's stress. You got the Nine of Swords. So this is all mental anxiety going on between the two of you guys. It's not emotional anxiety, which to me is harder. This is mental anxiety, which can be one, not that emotional anxiety can't either, but it's a little easier, when it's mental anxiety because, it's, it's kind of easy to let your mind run away and control everything. But ultimately, you are in control of your mind and what it thinks. So that's why to me, it's a little bit easier to tame that back, than it is emotions. Emotions are a little bit more difficult. So, you guys want this new start. That's for sure. Yeah. Again, with the Ace of Swords too and Knight of Cups, you want to get this rolling. I get it, but there is a challenge here. What other kind of challenges is Scorpio up against here, please? What other kinds of challenges with this particular situation? Movement, yeah, just movement again. It's just, and again, swords. It's just all this strategy, mental energy, planning, moving towards your goals, moving towards this start. There's just some delays. Oh, there's some more movement again. So you do have some, and somebody's definitely coming around. This is somebody that you have been involved with before, definitely. This isn't a new relationship with the Six of Cups there. And Chariot moving forward again to the Star card, which is hope and your dreams coming true. And I can see the Hierophant peeking under that. Yep, and there's the Hierophant. So you want to move towards this commitment and, get going. But there is something in the way here between both you guys, which is interesting. And it could be actually literally physical distance. That could be, or it could be just, mental stuff that needs to be cleared up. That could be too. Let's see. What kind of challenges is this other person facing, please? What kind of other challenges is this other person coming towards Scorpio facing? Commitment. Okay. And an adventure. Yeah. So the challenge for the other person coming towards you. Again, here's the new beginning. They may be afraid of heartbreak. They may be afraid of burdens. Okay. So they may be afraid of committing. So, that's one thing to think about too. And I feel like this person has, in a sense, kind of been exhausted by you, Scorpio. And I don't mean that in an insulting way. It's just, let's face it, we can be pretty heavy. We can be pretty intense. We can be pretty demanding on people's, not attention necessarily. It's not that we need that, but I think where I'm going with this. We're intense, demanding types. And I think, this person is, they want to start a new thing with you. It looks like they're on board-ish, but they're just kind of exhausted with things. And the challenge is, they want to commit. They want to get going. It could be too, the other way I'm looking at this too, is they could want to be married. They could want to be, a total, commitment ceremony, that sort of thing. They want this new start. They want this new adventure. but they're afraid, that the truth is, that this might break their heart or there might become more burdens. So, that could be their challenges too. And that could cause a lot of mental anxiety in someone. So maybe they feel like, there's a challenge to you committing to them. That could be too. Let me see if I can just kind of wrap this up a little bit here. I'll do a little bit on jobs too for you, the Scorpios who are wondering about that for the last week of May. What would be the ultimate opportunity, let's say going into May with this Lovers card here? What would be the ultimate outcome kind of going into May with this situation? Between these two, please. The ultimate outcome for Scorpio and these two, this relationship. What is the ultimate outcome heading towards May? Okay, Knight of Cups. Okay, so I think, and we have Knight of Swords also. So there is movement, definitely, and we've got some kings down here, and then the Nine of Cups. We've got King of Wands, and then Nine of Cups at the bottom, followed by the Sun card. So you've got some good cards coming your way. So I think this is a matter of, there's just a lot of mental anxiety around this issue. There's probably some sort of physical limitations going on here that's keeping you guys from connecting. I do see that. I do think there might be some travel involved with the Six of Swords, and then we had the Chariot also, and the Eight of Wands, as I recall. But the ultimate outcome is the Knight of Cups. So and Knight of Swords at the bottom, like rushing and and moving with this King of Wands. So some of you could be dealing with a fire sign too. That's very possible. And then, like I said, ending, we got nine of Cups, which is, wishes coming true. And then we have the Sun card. Okay. And I think that's the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles after that. So these are all very fortunate cards and good movement. Okay. So just hang in there and, whatever this is, it's hard to nail, in general reading. There's just a lot of mental issues going on between the two of you guys, a lot of anxiety, strategy, things like that. And I don't think it's like strategy against each other. I don't feel that. I think it's, just strategizing in general, So let me do a quick, for those of you that would be more concerned about work and things like that. Do we have any work cards for Scorpio, please? Any work cards for Scorpio coming up? And this is just for the week, so we'll just pull one card, see what's going up for work. How does the work sector look like for Scorpio for this final week of the month? Oh, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so that's good. So good new start. We've got there you go. We've got the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. We do have the Three of Swords followed by that, but the 10 of Wands and then a celebration card of Three of Cups. So it could be like a little bit of heartbreak in there somewhere, but then, the 10 of Wands, a little bit more burdensome, a little bit more heavy workload, that sort of deal. But then you do have the Three of Cups going into the 7 of Pentacles. That is good. And then the other stuff doesn't seem to make sense. It doesn't seem workload, so that's good. But, some of you may be starting something fresh. So if you are looking for a new job, this is a very good omen. Yeah, that's a good, good sign that something might come through. Might not be like an, oh my God, offer or anything like that. But it looks like something could possibly come through for you guys. Others of you may be thinking about starting new businesses and things and studying. Page of Pentacles also represents that type of kind of higher learning, and maybe learning something new. Let's see. But I think whatever it is, you have an idea of what your future is looking like and you're willing to work for it. That's what I feel with this Page of Pentacles. So I'll pull you guys one overall advice card. So for those of you in regular work too, I mean, I would just say, it'd be about the same. It's stable, But for those of you looking for new work, that's a good omen. Okay. Any advice card for Scorpio to wrap this up, please? Any advice cards for Scorpio? Wrapping this up. We'll wrap it up. Scorpios. One more final advice card for Scorpios, please, for just the end of the month, going into May. Okay, I guess we got two. Okay. So what do we got? We've got the 7 of Fire, which is kind of like 7 of Wands, and we have the 9 of Air, which is kind of like the 9 of Swords. Okay, so that part, not so good. So 9 of Air tells me, again, more sword energy, more mental energy, more being kind of stressed out, anxious, not being able to sleep well, those types of things. And let's see, what do we got? The Seven of Fire, and it says, defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground and choose your battles wisely. Okay, so for some of this, like I said, back and forth, I didn't see it so much as back and forth arguments, but there may be, like I said, strategizing and things like that, where there's like issues at hand that need to be ironed out, if you will. So, I mean, Seven of Fire is what it's called in this deck. It is, it is about being defensive somewhat, but to me, it's kind of more really scoping out the information, and making sure that you pay attention to all of the details. All right. And I mean, you've got so much stuff here that's with air sign, swords and things like that. And I know the Seven of Fire is not necessarily that type of card usually, but that's kind of the sense that I'm getting from this. It's more like akin to like Seven of Swords type energy, where you want to not in a cheating way, but like in a sneaky way, like no, not sneaky, that's the wrong word. Like just scope things out, like really carefully. Make sure, because it does say to defend your beliefs and decisions and stand your ground. So I say go with that to a certain extent, but not to the point that it's going to alienate your partner either. So you got to be very careful of that. There's a lot of potential for growth here. I've also got, the 7, down here, and I did see 7s before. So, there is definite potential for growth here. So just be careful about all, your interactions. Don't let them stress you out to the point where you're not sleeping, you're not doing those things. Strategize a little bit, but, at some point, sometimes you just got to let things go and kind of let things kind of just take their course, But, it does say to be defensive, so, and stand your ground and that sort of thing, too. So, maybe take that into consideration as well. So, all right, Scorpio, hope this was good. If you like it, please thumbs up and all those good things. And check out the Facebook page. That's where I announce when I'm going to go live, okay? You can join and follow on there if you want. All right, thanks, guys. All right, and May readings will be out in just a couple days. All right, thanks.